The Gina and Maddie podcast.
Joining us in the studio is Paula Hardwick. Good morning, Paula.
Good morning.
Welcome. I'm so excited. So I noticed yourself on socials and reached out to you because you are a volunteering superstar. You won in 2024 Central Coast Volunteer of the Year.
That's correct.
Can you tell us about what you do, what the volunteering work you do?
Well, I volunteer at the Because We Care Boutique, which is what I'm here for today. I also volunteer with Orange Sky Mobile Laundry, Meals on Wheels, Marine Rescue and Central Coast Family Service.
Wow.
How do you have time for all that?
I think I have 8 days a week.
I bet you do. Can you tell us about the dress shop you mentioned at the start? What is
Certainly.
that?
Because We Care Boutique is a charity, non-for-profit, where women and girls get referred or self-refer, come in for outfits for job interviews, court appearances, women escaping domestic violence, some women who have, economically stretched. I have, ladies coming in for funeral dresses, but we just don't give them a dress for the funeral. I'll make sure the lady will leave with beautiful other clothing to make herself feel empowered and gorgeous. And they all walk out a few centimetres taller.
I love this.
Yeah.
And where are you? Berkeley Vale?
At Berkeley Vale, at the community centre at Berkeley Vale in Heather Close. Yes.
Oh, what a beautiful
And it's
thing
all
to
for
do.
free, and they go out with bags and bags and bags, and some of them have never worn anything that's, good quality, or they have never been styled and they've never worn even a dress before.
What a beautiful idea. And you're taking it to the Outback.
We're taking as a pop-up shop. Yeah, we thought I rang the service providers out there to see if it was, needed, and they go, oh my goodness, we've got nothing like this out there. And when I say the Outback, it's as far as Broken Hill. And you would know, Gina, as the further out you go west, the less resources there are and the less money they have. So we'll be doing pop-ups at different service providers every day, and we're working with a couple of Indigenous service providers as well. So we'll be covering all the women out there who need our help.
You're going to have the best time.
I think, but they're really, at first they were like, why are you doing this? And is it going to cost us money? I'm like, no. And they're like, what? People just don't do this for us out here.
Oh,
so
isn't that lovely?
It's so beautiful. They're overwhelmed with it. They have no idea what we're bringing out.
So, Paula, how are you sort of getting this collection together? Are you needing people? Someone might be listening at the moment and they've got a wardrobe full of dresses and I haven't worn that for a while. I was going to take it somewhere. Or...
Definitely. Well, we've got our Funky Friday dress drive on Friday the 21st of February at the Because We Care boutique at Berkeley Vale, and that's going to be from 4:30 to 5:30. So we're taking donation dresses then, and people can drop them off on Mondays or Thursday mornings at the boutique as well. And we'll be taking any good quality dresses of all ages and all demographics, because we're going to see all sorts of women out in the country. We're not just going to be seeing younger women, we might be seeing older women. We don't know. And, and every woman has a different style. So, we'd like to take a selection that every woman will have a few lovely pieces to have.
Oh, I can't tell you how much I love this idea. It's so thoughtful. I've spent a lot of my time out in real country areas as well, touring with country music back in the day. And I know when we used to come into town, some of those smaller towns would be like, no one ever comes. Like big art or any country artist don't stop at our small towns, and it would be really important for us to try and stop at the smaller towns because they just don't get a lot of stuff. And for you to go in and do this for free for women, what an amazing. I love this so much.
Yes, and the other thing is too that's why I reached out to you, because out in the Outback they love their country music, and as you know, Gina, they love to dress up when they go into town.
Yes.
They don't just go in their average clothes. They would like to feel like they're dressed up, or if they have to come to the city or to bigger regional areas, they want to look nice, and so we'll give them some outfits so they'll feel as empowered and as beautiful as they can. So that's what we want to do.
Paula Hardwick is our guest this morning. Frocking the Outback is what you are doing, and also you are frocking the coast as well. You are, 2024 Volunteer of the Year here on the Central Coast. How does it make you feel, Paula, when you lie down in bed at night and you go, look what I've managed to achieve, not only here on the coast, but what I'm doing for people? It must be a pretty special feeling, I'd imagine.
To be honest, I just do it. I don't even think about it. And to be honest, I've said this before at different places I've been asked to speak to. I feel like that Tim Tam ad when she wishes for Tim Tams and it gets filled up all the time. And it doesn't matter how much you give. And when you give and you get this beautiful, someone smiling and making one person's day at a day, it just fills you up, and it's so rewarding. I actually feel guilty about how lovely I feel about doing it, just to make someone's day, whether it be dressing a woman in, at the boutique, or washing clothes for someone who hasn't had their clothes washed for a few weeks. All of those things. It's just simple, but you can just change somebody's perspective and make them feel that they're not alone. I think that's the main thing.
The world needs more Paula Hardwicks in it, that's for sure. Now, if someone's just tuned in now and they're like, okay, what can I do? Where can I go? I can't write down anything at the moment. Is there a website? Is there somewhere they can get all this information from when they get to work? Where do we go, Paula?
Oh, thanks for asking. Yes, you can go to our Because We Care Facebook page. That's called Because We Care Boutique. And we also have a link to there for Frocking the Outback. We will have all the information about our fundraising Funky Friday fundraising day, as well as where you drop off the clothes. So Because We Care Boutique, website or Facebook or Instagram.
Love that. And before you go, over my side of the desk, I'll pass it. Gina's brought in something to donate as well for Frocking the Outback.
And look, I think I'm not sure if it's right now that I brought it in, but it's out of my collection. It's from one of my video clips called Cash. It's something that I wore, but it might be too glamorous. Most of my stuff is a bit glamorous. But, there you go.
But no, Gina, one of the service providers we're going to, which is Marama Indigenous Support Network in Broken Hill, are having their 30th anniversary ball. And they asked for some formal dresses. And oh my goodness, somebody's going to feel like Cinderella when she puts that on. And if she knows it comes from Gina, I'm getting goosebumps and I'm going to cry because you're going to make a woman feel so special.
Oh, thank you. You're making me cry, Paula. Well, that is actually out of one of my video clips. I only wore it once in the video clip. It's dry cleaned. It's almost new, and it's not fast fashion. So I hope someone gets a lot of joy out of that.
Can you imagine?
Oh, that's lovely. And if anyone's listening on the coast and you've got some beautiful clothes that you don't wear anymore, because we all do, gosh, I can't think of anywhere better than to bring it to you, Paula, at Berkeley Vale.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, it's so good. You're beautiful.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.